Hey guys, I don't really know how to introduce this clip because it's so fucking stupid and it makes me so mad, but here is Jimmy Dore saying something ridiculous and stupid about Alexandria Ocasio Cortez.
You think it's a little bit worse than that. You guys ready for this? Watch this.
What I also look forward to moving forward is us rallying behind all Democratic nominees, including the governor, to make sure that he...
So Cortez is saying that we should support Cuomo over his Republican challenger because she actually gives a shit about people in her state, and she cares if the governor is a Democrat who will accept Medicaid funds or a Republican who won't. So that's called giving a shit about people's lives in your state. That's called being a real progressive, and people in his audience are going to call her a fake progressive for endorsing Cuomo over the Republican. And it's one thing to advocate that you don't give a shit if the Democrat beats the Republican because their Democrat sucks, which Cuomo totally sucks and he's a piece of shit. So because the Democrat's a piece of shit in Jimmy's mind, it doesn't matter if he beats the Republicans who's a worse piece of shit. But so it's one thing to have that dumb opinion, and I wouldn't even be making this video if that's all that Jimmy said. But then he's going to go in the comment section later and fucking lie about the entire situation. Let's just play a little bit more before we get to that.
In November.
She's a Democrat, so she has to tell everybody that Andrew Cuomo is the answer.
Oh yeah, that's what she said, right, Jimmy? She said that Andrew Cuomo is the answer. No, she fucking didn't. She said that we should rally behind Democrats so that they beat Republicans in November. Listen how she said in November. When, like, out of the primary, in the general, we should rally behind Democrats because that'll actually make the country better. That's called, once again, giving a shit about people's lives, giving a shit about if people in your state have Medicaid funds. That's all that is. That's not being a sellout or a neoliberal. And she never fucking said that Cuomo is the answer. She never said he's the answer. She said that he's better than the Republican, that we should vote for him. That's not saying that he's the answer. God.
See what the problem is?
What a fucking liar. Just what a fucking... I'm sorry, but that's such a fucking lie that she said that Cuomo's the answer. What a fucking liar he is. Like, his show is horrible now. It's not like... It went from like the best show on YouTube to the worst show on YouTube in just a short period of time. It's so sad.
Including the governor, to make sure that he wins in November.
She's a Democrat, so she has to tell everybody that Andrew Cuomo is the answer. Do you see what the problem is with progressives trying to take over the Democratic Party? Do you see the problem?
Yeah, there's lots of problems with the progressives taking over the Democratic Party. Mainly that it's that establishment Democrats don't want that to happen, and they're in power right now. But you know what else no one in power wants to happen? For the Green Party to take over Jimmy. You see the problem with supporting the... See, if Jimmy Dore used his own logic against himself, all he would be doing is, you see the problem with supporting the Green Party? That it's rigged against us. So therefore, we just shouldn't try. We shouldn't try with the Green Party because it's rigged against us. That's his argument here. Oh, there's problems with taking over the Democratic Party with progressives, so therefore just don't try it. If there's problems with it, so just don't try it. Let's go Green Party, which is never going to work. There's only been one time ever in American history where a third party has taken over, and it replaced one of the main parties. That was Abraham Lincoln. Okay, it's never ever happened other than then because of how our system works. Jimmy doesn't give a fuck how our system works or the facts.
A, it's never going to happen, and B, they get co-opted.
And I don't mean to shit on the Green Party. I am fine with the Green Party. They're a force for good because they push the Democrats to the left. Blah, blah, blah. But it's so funny to hear Jimmy, a Green Party advocate, say it's never going to happen. That's just ridiculous on the face of it. You can't... Jimmy has no hypocrisy meter. He doesn't care about hypocrisy, I guess. You know. It's never going to happen. You're just a pie in the sky trying to take over the Democratic Party. It's never going to happen. Says the Green Party advocate. Oh my fucking God.
What do you, let me, I don't know, am I making too much out of this?
Yes, you're making too much out of this. You're a fucking ridiculous person, and here's where he lies in the comment section. First comment, top comment, More fake progressives Anna and Jank love to endorse. Wow. And then the first person who responds to that is actually smart. They say, would you be happier if Cortez endorsed the Republican candidate who's running against Cuomo? I upvoted that. Then I said endorsements don't fucking matter. No one votes based on endorsements. This is painfully retarded. People should focus on policy over personal bullshit. Fuck Jimmy Dore. That's what I commented. And then a few other retards commented, controlled opposition, retards. And then Jimmy Dore comments, WTF? You know there is a progressive running in the election, right? And that's a lie. That's a flat out fucking lie. He's trying to make it seem like Cortez endorsed Cuomo over Cynthia Nixon, which she did not. She endorsed Cynthia Nixon over Cuomo 2 months ago, and she ran ads for her. So that's just a flat-out fucking lie about a progressive. He's smearing a progressive, something he claims to hate when people do. Then I respond to Jimmy, can you be more of a fucking liar, Jimmy? She endorsed Nixon 2 months ago and ran ads for her. She endorsed Cuomo over the Republican. If you don't care if Republicans win, that's your dumb opinion. But don't slander Cortez and say she endorsed Cuomo over Nixon. And I can't believe it. And so now his fans are going to think that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez doesn't support Cynthia Nixon, even though she ran ads for her. See, they're going to think that Cortez supports Cuomo over Nixon, even though that's a flat-out fucking lie, just because Jimmy said it. And Jimmy's Jimmy. So they're going to believe it. They're going to hate me. They're going to hate that I responded to that. And let's see what they said. I haven't checked it yet. But someone responded to me, she literally was in a video supporting Cuomo, and you call Jimmy a liar? Yeah, she supported Cuomo over the Republican. And that's what Jimmy's critics are saying. She supported Cuomo over the Republican. Okay? That's what they're saying. And then this person's saying like, oh yeah, but she's supporting Cuomo over the Republican. Okay? And then Jimmy came in and lied and said that she supported Cuomo over Cynthia Nixon, which is just a flat out fucking lie. Then Video Archive said endorse the progressive. There is no progressive. What? There is no progressives in the Cuomo versus some Republican, I don't even know his name, race. There is no progressive. There's no option for that. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes there's no fucking option for a progressive, and you gotta go with lesser of two evils. Then there's someone who's telling the truth. She endorsed Cuomo after Nixon lost to Cuomo. There's someone who's not a fucking liar. But that person's just a neoliberal. This guy's just a neoliberal given the facts. And that is somehow okay? Tell Jimmy to stop foaming at the mouth about the powerless Dems and fucking focus on the people in power, you jagoff. Thank you, person. Focus on the people in power, you piece of shit, Jimmy. Jimmy's such a... Like, if you have this big a platform and you choose to not hold the Republicans accountable at all, you're a piece of shit. I don't care what anyone says. He's a piece of shit since he doesn't hold the Republicans accountable. He almost never does. She doesn't want the Republican to win. So there's some people who are calling him out on his bullshit. But most of the fans are just going to rabidly think like, no, anyone who says the facts is a neoliberal. So just to get the record straight, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is against Andrew Cuomo. She did not endorse him in the primary. When Jimmy says that in the comments, he's a fucking liar. Don't listen to him because he's a fucking liar and he's smearing a good progressive, Alexandria Cortez. Okay, she's actually working for the good of the people in her state. Jimmy's just playing a little emotional bullshit game. Like, but you're saying that Cuomo is the answer by endorsing him? Who fucking cares about endorsements? Fuck you, Jimmy. Okay, that's all I have to say about this. Fuck the Jimmy Dore show. It's counterproductive to what progressives want to accomplish. Stop smearing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She did not endorse Cuomo in the primary. That's a fucking lie. Peace out.